So I thought it'd be fun to share some like mind-blowing facts about the PR industry. The best influencers aren't influencers.
Yes, I love that. I'll die on that hill.
Obviously touched on this a lot this season, but AI is everywhere in PR.
Yeah.
And I think there's good ways to implement it, and then there's horrible ways to implement it. The one celebrity that will change any marketing calendar, who do you think it is? A divorce party planner.
Yes.
I have seen divorce parties.
Yeah, I've been to one. It was.
Oh, was it awkward?
She cut up her dress.
Thanks for being along with the journey with me.
Thanks for having me again.
Cheers. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Pitch and Tell. I am your host, Robyn Patterson, and I am kicking off the last episode of this season with Erica Shipione, who's on my Mack team. We started the season off with each other, so I figured why not have you back on?
And 12 is my lucky number.
Oh, perfect.
So it's Tom Brady's number. It's also my lucky number. So yeah, 12th episode.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Well, we have a little bit of champs to celebrate. So
Love it.
We can either open it now or later. What do you think? Do you need a little bubbles while we talk?
Oh, it's up to you. I could always use a little bubbles while I talk.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's crazy that it's already been 12 episodes. I
I
feel
was
like
counting them in my head today, and I literally got to 9, and I was like, I'm missing a few.
yeah, you need to go listen to them.
Yeah.
We did some great ones. A lot of clients. Obviously had you on for the first, Tori on from our team, and then my friend Stephanie, who works in the industry. So it's been fun to have a mix of a variety, if you will, of businesses and practitioners.
A little tequila, a little wine.
Yes,
and
a lot of wine
bubbles.
with Wine Girl, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is always awkward for me. So grab your glass. I should have popped it, but woo, cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the first season 1. So I thought it'd be fun to share some like mind-blowing facts about the PR industry, and then we can just kind of shoot the shit, if you will.
Wonderful.
About the industry, because I feel like a lot of people, whether they already know about PR, might not know these facts, or have no idea that this stuff is even.
Yeah, maybe I'll be surprised.
You probably will be. Okay. So the first one is the average person sees anywhere from 4,000 to 10,000 brands a day.
Wow. Okay.
So in the way that, depending on the study, consumers obviously are exposed to thousands throughout the day and then throughout their week. And then, so PR's job is really helpful in getting the story out there versus an ad. If you consider the two differences there. But it's so hard to cut through the noise if you think about all those.
And also, like, in PR, we want to find ways to make your brand stand out. So
Correct.
while you're seeing all of those, different ads throughout the day or targeted ads on social media, it's like, what is separating you? What's making you different?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of our day-to-day is like coming up with those creative ideas to make our clients stand out.
Social media has to play a big factor in that, because I feel like when you're scrolling, like the way that these platforms have incorporated advertisements in how they get paid. But I feel like that's when we see the most is just through social. And then on top of that, influencers are promoting products. We're watching TV, a show, there's product placement. Like there's products everywhere. So
you ever like a post on Instagram and then you realize it's an ad? I always take my like back. I get so upset. I'm like, how dare you?
You're stealing my
likes? How dare you
likes?
target me? Lie to me. Yeah, I will not be giving you a like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've touched on this one in our office, but 86% of journalists immediately delete irrelevant pitches. So for context, for people who are not familiar, so when we go to pitch a story or, an announcement to the media, if it's not relevant to them, whether they don't cover it or they don't know you, that's a big factor that they'll probably just delete it. So like I've talked to even local producers here on Channel 3, and they're like, oh yeah, we get about 3,000 emails a day. And it's like,
I don't even know how they like sift through that. Like that would I'd have to leave my job forever. Like I'd be like, I can't get through 100 emails
imagine
in a
taking
day.
just
would be
2 days off
yeah.
though, and then coming back and then on top of that, there's people that just like aggressively follow up, like, hey, did you get my email? Da, da, da. So the importance of having the relations part with these people of who you're pitching is so important because it cuts through all of that. And I feel like I would immediately like delete it if I don't know so-and-so. And especially if it comes across very AI these days. A lot of people pitch,
and they can tell.
They can totally tell.
Yeah, I've talked to a few journalists that are like, we immediately know when it's an AI pitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I try. The other thing about having the relationships is like I'll see a writer or a producer and I'll see that they're out to eat at a certain restaurant or they like a certain type of food. And then maybe I can lead with my pitch like, oh, I saw you were with your husband or this and that. And then that's like we're having a conversation already. It's not so much just spam.
Yes, it's so important to lay that foundation and make it your email not sound so like salesy, you know? So I thought this was interesting and I agree that journalists still love press releases. I know it's I feel like old school to write press releases, but I feel like we still do them at least on a weekly basis. I feel like we have one or so, but I think the way I've described it is it's like a good source of information when you just want to have it in one area, already written as a journalist would, so people can just take it and run it. You know, it makes their life so much easier.
It's all the information they're going to be asking for anyway. Yeah, most likely.
Quotes.
Yes. And it's
who, what,
take
when,
it or
where.
leave it, but you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't surprise me because I feel like they're important for sure. Earned media is trusted far more than advertising, which is a part of our sales pitch always when it comes to getting clients, but it's the perception. I think they always say it's like 3 times the value when it comes to an ad, because how often are you looking through a magazine and you just like, I don't even see the ads anymore. Like I don't even look at them. But if a story catches your eye with really good images and it's, you know, storytelling is so much more exciting than just like
and there's
graphic.
a time and a place, you know, like it's nice to know the background of the person you're buying something from or but also ads are fun because you get to see like the creative side of the brand. But for trust, absolutely, like getting to learn the backstory is so important.
And a lot of people do both. And I think it's important to do both and you're able to leverage your partnerships if you do paid, because I feel like they're more likely to cover your stories. So it is good to have both. PR is a $20 billion global industry, making it one of the largest sectors within marketing and communications. And I think people know that marketing and communications is a big industry, but I don't think that people factor in PR in that.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah. Including my parents.
Yeah, they want it and they're paying for it, but they're like, I'm not 100% even sure.
Yeah. And usually I think that it all kind of goes together. And I think when someone works internal and is like head of communications, that falls underneath them. You know what I mean? Usually. And so it's PR, I've always said this, is just a part of every industry, whether it's external, internal, how it's labeled. But I definitely think that industry is only growing. So I'm sure that number will go up. Most great media placements start with just one email. The best way, you've kind of touched on this, the best way to begin a relationship with them is simply introducing yourself by email.
Yep.
Attaching something that is personal or that you've observed, whether it's a recent story you've read it from them, you noticed, you follow them on social and you saw that they just bought something or went on a trip. There's so many ways that you can just start that conversation that's not so forced, that I feel like in today's day and age, I feel like it's all trial and error though. Like I feel like it takes a while to do that because at the end of the day, you also want results like fast, you know? So
that's why I love the new client announcement when we have a new client and we get to send all of our contacts, our excitement. And it's almost like we're sharing like a little first insider peek, like, hey, just so you know, we're working with this awesome new person. They finally have a PR connection. So everything, if you need images, like if you need a quote, and now they know we're a direct contact. I feel like we get so much response, even just from like that quick initial.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We're working with so-and-so. Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a pitch to begin with. It was like just a, hey,
heads up.
We're now connected to this place. You know, give us a call if you are working on anything where it's relative, and that usually leads to a lot of opportunities. So, excuse me. media relations is actually getting harder, which yes, it is.
Everything is harder.
It says 72% of PR professionals say low journalist response rates is the biggest challenge. It literally, like, you can send a pitch out and get no response. And I feel like that's normal. Like, it's actually really normal. And I feel like most of our success comes from follow-up or like tweaking it a little bit, finding a different timely angle.
Paying attention to like who's recently written for the publication instead of maybe pitching the same person you always pitch. Like there could be an intern, there could be a new hire. But yeah.
I believe it. And also budget cuts. Like media is changing. So national media especially, I just feel like it's getting cut daily by the in-house staff, and then it goes to freelancers, and then it's like, okay, there might be a new freelancer this week, and so like you don't know who that is, and you have to find that and establish a relationship, and it's a whole thing. So the other stat said 62% cite shrinking media lists, and again, back to kind of the newsrooms are getting smaller. Everyone's doing more work in their day-to-day than they used to do. So fewer reporters are covering on topics than ever before. And so it is getting harder. And I think it's hard to make your story stand out when there are less people to tell it.
Right.
So I thought this one was interesting. The best influencers aren't influencers.
Yes, I love that. I'll die on that hill.
I mean, aren't you more likely to be like, have a friend be like, oh my God, you have to buy this product versus.
And that's why I love TikTok, because
it's regular people.
You're exposed to so much more content and random people. And it might just be a girl that just moved to Scottsdale and she did a little carousel post of like her 7 favorite restaurants, and it's organic. And I'm like, she's influencing me. She's not an influencer. And I think we're seeing more and more and more of that. Or influencers just being more candid and organic with their content. I appreciate that. Once again, time and a place for both. But
yeah, it says that people ranked as more influential and credible than celebrities and traditional influencers when it comes to shaping consumer behavior. And what's interesting is that, like, I have a small following on Instagram, but like I even still get pitched as an influencer for certain things. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, why? I've never really promoted. I organically will share something I love. And it's interesting when I do that, the amount of people that are like, oh my God, I have to try that now. And so I'm like, oh, I can see how this would work. And again, if you were to post something like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with these new shoes or something, I would obviously like go probably track them down. So I do think people are more likely to pay attention to that stuff. Micro influencers too.
Yes.
I just feel like the bigger the following, I just feel like, oh, they're getting paid. Like it's just, I see paid, and it's very, I don't know, it's just kind of mass produced, you know?
I think our clients are starting to catch on at micro influencers as well, because it really doesn't matter the following count you have anymore, because the algorithm will push out what it wants to push out.
And honestly, the best thing to do is boost.
Right.
Like boost, put a little bit of money behind it, because that's what they want. They want your money, and that will instantly get more eyes on it. I think I've done that for one of our clients, boosted some posts, and that has tremendously grown their page, like really organically, not even from influencers. It was just like good content, you know?
Yeah, girl in the middle of nowhere with 10 likes on a post on TikTok that's showing me her skincare routine.
You're like,
I'm sold. Like, I'm paying attention. I'm saving this post. I'm buying the products. It's just so authentic. And yeah, I just love that content is kind of shifting that way.
So you truly would trust somebody that doesn't have.
Yeah, I'm just like, she's kind of just like sharing
your average
her
person.
story, or maybe she has great results with a product, or I love that.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of that. That's in my algorithm, because that's what I'm looking at. So,
Yeah.
Because I get nervous the bigger the influencer. I'm like, I don't know. If it's,
Yeah. I know. There's so many. It's like politics behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah, you never know.
PR has gone from nice to have, which used to be, I feel like it used to be almost like a luxury of like, oh, we should get some PR on board. But now it's a part of like business strategy.
Yep.
I feel like from the minute somebody's like, I have a business idea, they should consider PR as part of that, because I feel like there's a lot of people that need that type of mindset to shape the brand and how they position themselves, how they announce it, everything. because PR isn't just about publicity anymore. It's about reputation, crisis prevention, employer branding, business strategy. So it's, I think that aspect of it, having it from the very beginning of when you have a concept for a brand instead of just like an afterthought.
Oh, it's the worst when you see someone launch something new and they don't have PR, and you're like, oh, the potential and the exposure and like the groundwork that could be laid for the future, and it's all gonna just go to waste.
And then if they do hire PR, it's like they're working backwards.
Right.
Like it's hard to catch up. And so it is nice to have that from the very beginning. And then so we've obviously touched on this a lot this season, but AI is everywhere in PR. Yeah. And I think there's good ways to implement it, and then there's horrible ways to implement it. It's this study said more than 75% of PR professionals use AI in their daily work. And nearly 60% believe AI will even be more important over the next 5 years. And I agree with both of those. I utilize it as my like assistant on a day-to-day basis, whether it comes to like fine-tuning my proposals or looking at press releases where it's like, hey, or elevate the subject line. Give me a subject line that will get more eyes to want to open this. And I feel like it's just a nice springboard to have. And I know we've utilized it a lot with like strategy when it comes to like our quarterly meetings with our clients. When they're really wanting some fresh ideas, I feel like it's a nice place to be like, okay, give us some ideas from this point to this point for this client. And, here's what we've done in the past. And it's just nice to offload all of that and see. Sometimes it's just your brain can only.
Yeah, it's a place to just dump all your thoughts into one and have it be organized for yourself.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of trial and error for me because I get so frustrated with AI because I feel like I catch mistakes often. I'm like, so it's definitely like.
Do you have a favorite?
I literally only use chat. I know people really like Claude. But I just try to remind myself, like, you can't just put something in and copy it out. Like, you have to still use your brain.
Yep.
Because
your voice.
It changes dates. It changes your voice. So I try to use it. I know you told me recently, like, you'll be driving home from a meeting and you'll just talk into it and have it organize notes for you. And like, that's amazing because that stuff like flees your brain so quickly. So I've been using it like a personal assistant when it comes to my thoughts.
There's a journalist that I follow on Substack, and I think I shared it with you guys, and it was about how to utilize AI when you are like literally off your computer for a full day. And it's hard when we're away from our computer. It's like the day's impossible. Right. So if I'm driving and I have 15 minutes, I will be like, well, okay, what's on my to-do list that I can try to utilize AI for? So the other day, like I had a call with Scottsdale Fashion Week for some of our clients to get kind of ways to co-partner with them this year. And I was like, I have to get this email written. And I was like, I don't really want to write it. But I was like, okay, I have my notes. So I read all the notes to AI. And I was like, can you draft this in an email format to send to my clients as a partnership opportunity? And it was like done for me. And it was like already copy paste. I did tweak it. Of course, I always tweak it because I never want to make it not sound like me and robotic. But it's that sort of stuff that makes it shortens my workload, and it makes.
And then you can move on to the next task quicker.
Yeah, and I think it's so nice if you can just rattle off ideas or notes or a to-do list. Claude is awesome. That I've heard. It's really good for like copy. So like blog posts or like anyone that's a thought leader and really wants to utilize it maybe for LinkedIn, and they have topics and they have bullet points, but they don't really know how to like craft it into a blog post. It's great for that because I feel like it has less copyright errors. But Claude, you can connect it to your Outlook. And what's cool is that I've heard some people, this one girl I follow, her name's Allie something. She's like one of the top speakers on AI when it comes to business. And she goes around the country teaching the top like CEOs and like at Apple and you name it, how do you implement AI into your workplace. And she was like, literally goes in. Claude will give her a full breakdown of what her inbox looks like, what her priority emails she's gotten. And it's just kind of like a debrief. And I'll read it out loud to her while she's getting ready. And I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's genius. So you have to learn it. You have to learn it. It has to learn you.
Right.
Otherwise, it won't speak like you. It won't know your business. It won't give you opinions or ideas that are relevant to you. But I feel like it's so impactful with our industry.
Are you nice to your AI? Are you like,
sometimes I'm like, you don't know what you're,
please
you're
and
smoking
thank you.
crack.
Remember me in 20 years? How nice I was to you. If I see the DoorDash robot on the side of the road stuck, like help it, move it to the, like let them remember, like you were there.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I say please and thank you to my job.
Yeah, I always thank them.
Yeah.
I thank them. I think that's important.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, you need to take a hike.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know
what is this
what are you up
crap?
to today? Yeah, you had a bad day? You need more coffee? Okay. So this is a fun one. And then we'll go into another game I have.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, I need some facts about like pop culture. Like we can't just talk about business the whole time. So the one celebrity that will change any marketing calendar, who do you think it is? You probably know who it is.
Okay, yeah, I think I know because we were talking about her, but it has to be Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime Taylor does anything, we tell our clients like, hey, we don't care how you feel about her. You better put a cocktail on the menu.
Yeah, her album's about to drop. You having an album release party or what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, brands, sports leagues, streaming platforms, even the NFL had changed their entire marketing strategy and calendar around her impact. And it's insane that she has that much star power. But like you also want to be a part of the noise. So I think that's important to leverage. So another example that I always think back to is like when the Barbie movie came out.
Oh, yeah.
That was all the rage.
Yep.
And we had so much fun pitching our clients anything Barbie. Like, let's do a Barbie promotion. Let's have a Barbie party. We were working with a med spa at the time, and they were talking about Barbie Botox and how people were getting Botox in their like lower neck to look stiff like Barbie. And it was just funny because it gave so much attention to these brands that were leveraging national, media. And Taylor, like, I swear I keep texting you. I'm like, is her wedding going to happen this weekend? Like, when's it going to happen? I know, because when the minute those photos drop, we have to do something. Yeah. There's got to be, I don't know. I even thought about a fun way. Maybe we can what would you wear? I mean, all of us at home can figure out something we'd wear if we were invited to Taylor's wedding.
Oh my God. Oh, coastal. Yeah.
Coastal, Rhode Island for sure.
And you know what? Sometimes it's painful. Like, Barbie was very easy for clients to digest. Like, Brat Summer was not as easy. Like, I was trying to explain Brat Summer before there was a Brat Summer, and I was getting looked at like I had 6 heads. Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
I remember you brought that up, and I was like, huh?
And then it was everywhere, and I was like, okay, sometimes you can't, as much as you try to give the vision. Like, Barbie was very digestible, Taylor Swift, obviously. But those are like the 3 top in my head that I'm like, they really took over, and they took over for a while. Yes.
But I think it also matters how old or young the business owner may be. Yeah. Because I feel like that will factor in if they know the trend, if they're willing to capitalize on it. Because I remember you sitting there pitching
like,
Brat Summer, Brat
cool.
Summer, Brat
it's cool.
Summer.
It's green. It's cool, girls. They're like, what? I'm like, just do this. Let's do exactly what. But those are the 3 for sure that behind Taylor Swift. Obviously, Taylor Swift.
I mean, I feel like hers is going to be bigger than like the royal wedding.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's happening at Madison Square Garden?
No, I feel like that was a deflection. Like, it was like, let's throw them off the scent.
I mean, it's everywhere. Yeah. Like, they even filed a permit.
I just see her.
Is it going to be a wedding party?
I see her going so small. Like, I see her going opposite. But
what if they go get married and then they throw like the reception there?
God. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she has the money to just like throw everybody off. So who knows?
I feel like we're going to have to find ways to incorporate her wedding into something. Plus, it's fun for us to work on.
So fun.
Yeah. So those are all kind of the fun facts that I found. And this was a fun game that AI had suggested called Pitch or Pass.
Pitch or Pass.
And so these are business ideas that are kind of unique. And I think you'd say yes to all of them because they're all different. They're all unique.
I'm a go-getter.
Yeah, you're definitely a big go-getter. But I just feel like anytime it's something that doesn't exist,
Yeah,
I'm like,
fun.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know it'll be easy to pitch, but at the same time, it could also be hard.
Okay.
So the first one is a cat yoga studio.
Oh, pitch. Yeah, because there's goat yoga, and I feel like there might be big baby.
But cats are so like, don't mess with me.
They'll probably be doing their own stretches near you. Like they're like, you know what I mean?
I can see them doing
they're laying around.
downward
so
cat
I feel
or-
like their presence is just calming. So like, and
What
then
if
you
it was
could
like
do
kitten
the
yoga? Then
cat-
I'm all for it. I would just snuggle them.
cat cafe angle where like the cats are adoptable.
Oh, see, tie in the nonprofit, and then you got the whole. That's an easy
I'd
leverage
be
right
leaving
there.
with at least 2.
Probably. You have a farm at home. Okay, a luxury pickleball resort. See, I was gonna change this
Oh,
and have it be a mahjong resort. 'Cause
Okay.
I would go there.
yeah.
I would go there.
I mean, pickleball is everywhere. I'm from a tennis family, and there's a little bit of like a rivalry there. But no, yeah, anything pickleball right now, people are going for it, and people that play pickleball, they're like, I feel like they're usually in like elite social settings. So
Yeah.
I feel like that
And
would
they'd
be on
want to go
brand.
and stay there and just play all day.
Yeah.
It's like, look at the people that go to Lifetime. I feel like they just go
Exactly, yeah.
and play pickleball all day.
Be
I'm like,
like-
that's perfect for them.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
A divorce party planner.
Yes,
Right?
pitch it
Pitch it.
because I really
So-
haven't seen that, and I've gone to divorce parties. I went
Well,
to
they're probably just regular party planners, and they
Yeah.
probably have thrown parties for people getting divorced.
maybe.
I have seen divorce parties.
Yeah, I've been to one. It was.
Oh, was it awkward?
She cut up her dress and had it like as a
Her
new
wedding dress?
Yeah, and it was like chopped up short for Vegas. It was crazy.
See, Vegas would be a good place for that.
Yeah. So, and we definitely could have used a planner.
Yeah.
For that one.
Yeah, I feel like they would just think of different ways to make it better than what it would be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, okay, just going to go out and celebrate that you're now single, but they'd probably think of fun, I don't know, themes or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So the last one I am all for, airport nap pods.
Yeah, that's so nice. I'm so stressed out in the airport. I could
Okay, but there could be some crisis issues with this one.
people missing their flights. Oh,
That-
people doing crazy things.
Yeah.
in
See?
airports. Yeah.
See? So my brain goes, okay, what could go wrong with this thing?
Yeah.
This. Nothing could go wrong with a cat yoga studio.
Not
Nothing.
really. No. Yeah, there could be a lot of issues with
See?
that. Yeah.
People could just go, oh, see, they'd have to be after security.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
probably a concept that would work in another country, and it just could not work here. We're too.
yeah, I don't know.
rowdy
I
over
feel
here.
like that has to be like, I don't know. There's got to be some restrictions on that. You don't want cameras in there, then that's invasive.
Yeah.
So I just feel like there's a lot of red flags. And then you'd have to have a crisis plan. And then people, if they miss their flights, are going to be mad at like the airlines. And then it's just kind of,
Yeah.
I might pass that one.
We might not need to sleep at the airport.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go stay at the luxury pickleball resort
Right.
with my new
Yes.
cats.
Yeah. With your new cats.
Okay, well, this was fun.
So fun.
I'm glad we're able to end on a fun note. I'm excited for next season. And thanks for being along with the journey with me.
Thanks for having me again.
Cheers.
Cheers.